Welcome, everybody, to Chicken Police. Paint It Red. This is a game I saw in my recommended. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that cut. Sorry about that little cut. Phone rang. Had to check it. Let's try that intro again. Welcome to Chicken Police. Paint It Red. I need to turn down the volume.
Fine.
Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. Now, I saw this in my recommended, and it looked pretty interesting to me. And I'll be honest, I like the noir style. And this is a noir type game, so I don't really know what I'm gonna be in for this, but I'm gonna go in it. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, this is fully voice
But I
acted.
left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low.
Oh, I didn't know this was
I'll do
fully
that.
voice acted.
The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too.
Ah, that's clever. This is noir, black and gray style. Black and white gray style, that's his name. Chicken Police. Paint it red.
Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement.
Something tells me it's
What
not gonna
could possibly
take
go
21 days before we hit retirement. I'll be honest, this is like Zootopia if it was a noir film instead of a Disney film. But I also love this because it's
Crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the dark.
quite literally just human bodies with animal heads.
On her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Yeah. This I feel like this is basically like Zootopia if it was a noir film instead of a Disney film. And I still love the fact that it's just human bodies but with animal heads.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Got me.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah, Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Philip... I mean, Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
I'm really loving the fact that this is fully voice acted.
Am I that easy to read?
Kinda.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
You don't usually drink?
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
Smooth.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Alright. I guess I jumped into that one a little quick instead of looking around the... Oh, never mind. Take a look around.
The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series.
Huh.
I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight.
Of course he would.
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life. Before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Oh.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
Jazz prohibition?
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
Cheap whiskey. I'm just kind of... This is definitely your point-and-click adventure type game. Okay. I'm just sort of looking
I
around.
don't even know what these papers are. Every whiskey has the same color nowadays. At least in this price range.
Cheap.
I promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
But you just never got around to it.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid. But I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not.
Okay, what do we got here? Alright. Name, Deborah, species, Impala. Special features. Pretty and fragile, nothing too special. She runs errands for employees, a sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's particularly wealthy or rich. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff to read. The Chicken Police. The Chicken Police are a famous detective duo, Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken. McChicken. Gained fame through the case the Bloody New Year Eve. There's gonna be a lot of stuff to read that I don't think I'm gonna bother wasting time doing.
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, that's... Okay.
Books I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Alright. Well... Oh, it wasn't... Ah.
My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal. My wallet and my badge. The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know.
Yes! You never know. Got my gun, got my badge, got my last cigarette. And I guess...
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
Paint it red.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Okay. The victim, a lady, is a target of a strange threat. All of them are written. Question points. Oh man, scenes visited, achievements unlocked, coded entries found, personal information found. Oh boy! Detective rank Greenhorn. Okay. Question. Focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Is... Huh. He's suspect items. Okay. Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new question line. Oh boy, detective meter, it shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay?
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
Okay. Focus. I must be cautious, smart. This team's okay.
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
Most of the time?
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
Okay. Impression doubtful. Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Let's go
Tell
with
me,
this.
which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills? Flowerville, maybe?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here on behalf of my employer, and not on personal business.
Damn it.
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach.
Probably, yeah, shy and doubtful, so don't press.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Frightened. Man. Huh. Why did you come to... Why not? Employer. Do you even know what you want?
Do you even know what you want?
I'm very sorry, Mr. Featherland. I thought...
What? You come in here, swaying your lovely hips like some kind of femme fatale, make me have a drink with you, and expect me to believe everything you say?
I'm making you drink?
That's not how I was hoping it would go.
Well, okay, sweetheart, you had no hand in that.
I'm sorry I wasted your time, Mr. Featherland.
Damn it!
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving me
Alright, we
alone
got a
lately,
name.
Only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So, she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Exactly to expect. How'd you get this address?
How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous chicken police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
What do you want from
from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself, out loud.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart, I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
Ha!
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
Okay. Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Have you ever felt
Let's try
truly
this.
vulnerable?
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you, but we had no one else to turn to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy endings?
Excuse me?
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
Yeah. Good thing.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe, a little. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too old for this game.
please, just think again. For me and my mistress's sake.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you're really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Huh.
Smart answer.
Be
What are you
honest
afraid
and
of?
tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him.
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Oh, God. We're gonna be in some freaking Godfather Mafia shit.
Exactly.
He's a rat.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Rusted copper. Final thoughts, not bad, but not good either. It's okay for a rookie, but you can do better next time. Pull yourself together and pay attention for signs of focus. I can retry that. I'm just gonna continue. I'm not gonna bother retrying. I'm gonna continue. Okay.
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Does the Mafia have a pocket in with the police?
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know. Oh, God.
I know Molly
There we go.
very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
Ooh. Not happy.
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't...
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Of course.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club. Especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
There's always one small problem. God damn it!
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
I've seen this stick 100 times before, Deborah.
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Wow, I just got a bunch of stuff. Okay, got that. Sorry, Tasha must know my wife. People. Lewis. This is Lewis's number is 555932. Alright. Okay. It's sad to think that most people, or most kids nowadays, ain't gonna know what a rotary phone is or how to use it. Alright, there we go. I'm still thankful this is fully voice acted.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Does he have a stutter?
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop.
Ha!
The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Ooh.
The good old rabbit. I can always count on him, even on New Year's Eve. Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
So is he nervous because he's a rabbit, or does he actually have a stutter?
Thank you for being so considerate, Sonny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah. Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
Probably should get ready to get punched either in the face, the gut, or kicked in the nuts. Let me just take a bit of a look through the places. Police department. The meat grinder? Ha! Sark Club. Codex. Status. What you gonna do? Before I go to the police department, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call this episode. That's gonna be it for this first episode of Chicken Police Paint It Red. I hope you all enjoy this. I'm kind of enjoying this so far, even though I feel like I'm still in a bit of the tutorial section. But oh well. I'm trying to keep these videos. Oh my god, I can't speak. I'm gonna try and keep these videos in like 30-minute intervals. That way they're not too long or too short. So, thank you all for coming by to watch this. I really appreciate it. And y'all know the jazz. If you really enjoyed this, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe if you haven't already. Put a comment down below. And I hope you all will return for the next video. Until then, everybody, have a good day.